What's up everybody, Jake here. So in this video we're going to be down at the 2017 Farm Progress Show in Decatur, Illinois. So we got a pretty cool episode here. Hope you guys enjoy and we'll talk later. So before I run through all the footage here, I do want to give you guys some fair warning. I was more paying attention to the what I was seeing at the show than I was filming. So if the filming is kind of crusty, kind of sorry about that. Wasn't my best filming, and I pretty much was carrying just my GoPro in my pocket. So. Plus, I was having SD card errors, or it was reading up that I was having an SD card error, so I don't really know what was going on. And I did see that I have all the footage, but some of them look a little bit low quality, so I don't know if the touchscreen on the back of the GoPro was rubbing up against my pocket and switching up quality, or the SD card, since it was throwing errors, wasn't reading everything right. So yeah, but I'll tell you guys the story of on our way down there. So pretty much we left here on the 28th about 1:30 and we got down to Bloomington, Illinois. We stayed there, and then we stayed there overnight, and then headed down to Decatur the next day, which was about an hour's drive, not even. So then we spent most of the day at the farm show, and then after the farm show we scooted out around 3:30 so we could get up here before it got dark out. So, and it's about a roughly 4.5 hour drives. So yeah, but it was a fun time, and after I show you all the clips here, I'll kind of go through some of the things that I saw there and kind of talk about some of the things that caught my eye. So. I'm up in the new John Deere S780 from the S680 that I was in. This is a lot different. I like the joystick actually a lot better than the other ones, which isn't really any huge thing, but So we're up in a class 740. Versatile RT490, I believe. It's a McDonald pickup head. Alrighty, so some of the things that caught my eye at the Farm Progress show is, you know, the John Deere combine, which probably caught everybody's eye, the S700 series combines. I like some of the changes that they did in that combine, like the joystick and then the built-in cameras. I'm sure they had the built-in cameras before that, and then I also heard that they did something with the sieves. I'm not too sure, but when they were combining out in the field and they were unloading on the go, it seemed like the grain was pretty clean for the most part. So, and I didn't really see a tremendous amount of grain loss, but some of the combines that were there were dropping grain or throwing grain out the back. So I didn't, and two, that wasn't prime conditions for corn either. That was pretty wet corn. That stuff had to be 30 or 40% moisture, so that was pretty wet. There's still, most of the stalk was still green on half of it. So another thing from John Deere that caught my eye was the 2730 ripper that was out at the tillage demonstrations. Now, I didn't get any video of the tillage demonstrations because at that point my GoPro was fully dead, and I think the SD card was kaput, so I'm lucky that I got the footage off of it. So, but I can't read anymore, so yeah. Anyways, that ripper is ginormous. Like, that RX tractor, that 9620 RX, was having issues pulling that thing. Plus, it was wet ground though, because they got, I think it was an inch and some of rain before, or the day before, so it was pretty, there was a lot of moisture in the ground. So, but, you know, that tractor was working with that plow, so that plow put it to work. So, and then moving on to New Holland, they had a couple interesting stuff there. I saw the autonomous system. They didn't have it running or anything, but I saw the autonomous tractor sitting there. It was the autonomous system was mounted on a T7 315. So I didn't really do much reading up into that. You know, autonomous, you can pretty much figure that out for yourself. It's automatic. Everything is by itself. And then going to the methane and the hydrogen powered tractors that New Holland had there, that interested me, especially with the methane powered tractors. And that was, you know, I kind of like that idea, because when you have a 500 to 1,000 plus head of cows, or, you know, your beef cows or your dairy cows, or even like pigs or whatever else you're raising, you can use the methane from the manure to power that tractor, and kind of interested me. Then from what I see, you'd probably have to pay for the digester, but it would eventually save on fuel costs, and you wouldn't have to really worry about running out of fuel. So I kind of like that concept. It looks like that tractor isn't made for much tillage. It's more made of hay operations and hauling manure, so a lot of road travel, and a lot of mowing or knocking down hay or hauling silage or something like that. But it looks interesting. Going to Case IH too. Case had I think it's like their 175th anniversary, so they had, you know, they had their Magnum road track there. They had their anniversary quad track there. That thing looks pretty cool with the black on it. That make that tractor look slick. So they had the first rotary combine they made there. Can't exactly remember the name. I think it's like a 1480 or something. And then they had an 8240 and a 5140 there for combines. And then they did not have their autonomous tractor there, which that was one of the main things I wanted to see at the Case IH tent, which was no big deal, because, you know, there's a lot of interesting stuff there too. They came out with their new fertilizer spreader / sprayer. That thing looks like a beast. I do like how, you know, you can have a fertilizer box and then you can have your sprayer on just one chassis, because, you know, and then taking only 45 minutes to take that on and off. That's pretty sweet. And probably less than that, depending how much work you got, you know, helping you there. But yeah, I think it's like a 5550. That thing looks like a beast too, and I like the duals on it. For, you know, it would have helped in this spring to have duals on sprayers and spreaders too, because, you know, this spring was really wet, and it was, you know, it would have been nice for that. But I hear of a lot of sprayers got sunk this spring, so, and not just in my area, you know, all over the place. It was a pretty wet spring this year, so yeah. But, you know, and then taking the duals off for doing them between corn rows, and, you know, I like that. So what else? We stopped by the Hagee tent, checked those sprayers out. They had a detossler there. They had smaller to larger sprayers. They had their their liquid fertilizer applicators for like 32 and 28%. Where else? Stop by the AGCO tent. They have their new Challenger there, their new Challenger track tractor, and then their 1050 and I think 1034 was there. Those the ones that look like the fence or whatever. So those are interesting. We saw it out on the tillage demo, and you know, that thing can haul ass with those vertical tills on there. So it looks like a decent tractor. You know, I honestly rather be sticking with our case, and I guess I'd rather have a John Deere than that. But you know, it's interesting. 500 horsepower on a single frame tractor. You know, that's a lot. So, well, I think that's going to end it for me, because my GoPro here is dying. So we're going to take and wrap it up for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Jake Linz. Talk to you guys later.